Good morning, distinguished judges, respected organizers, teachers, parents, and my fellow contestants. My name is Enan. If I'm given the opportunity to be president of Ghana for just one day, I may be small in age, but I have a very big dream for my country. First, I will invest heavily in education. Education is not a privilege, it is a right. It is the key that opens every door of success. It breaks my heart to see children in Ghana studying under trees. When the rain falls, they close school. When the sun is too hot, they cannot concentrate. In the 21st century, no Ghanaian child should miss school because there is no classroom. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 4 talks about quality education, which means safe and inclusive schools for all. If I'm president for one day, I will make sure every child learns in a safe classroom with proper desks, books, and learning materials. I will work with the ministries, state-owned enterprises, district youth executives, and even international partners to end the schools under tree situations forever. Secondly, I'll focus on sanitation. Every year, our gutters are choked, floods destroy homes, diseases like cholera and diarrhea spread. A clean Ghana is a healthy Ghana. So I will bring together the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Sanitation companies and local authorities to ensure regular cleaning, proper waste disposal, and strict laws against littering. Because when our environment is clean, our people are strong. Dear judges and audience, I believe leadership is not about age. It is about vision, and my vision is simple. A Ghana where every child learns in comfort. A Ghana that is clean and healthy. A Ghana that gives every child the chance to shine. My code is YPCC. Thank you.
And now, excellent speech. You spoke so well and confidently, and your message about improving education was very powerful and inspiring. Well done. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, judges and fellow young public speakers. My name is Nanaba Ojowa Inshura Mensah. I am 7 years old. If I become president, the first thing I'll change is our schools. I feel sad whenever I watch TV and I see children sitting in the sun learning and lessons stopping whenever it rains. I will make sure no child learn under a tree or in a bad building. Every school will have good classroom, tables and chairs, ICT center, library, a washroom, a safe playground and a sick bay with a nurse to take care of children who fall sick whilst in school. I will fix bad roads and make the streets bright. Some roads are filled with potholes and bad shape and sometimes causes accidents. I will fix the road so that children can get to school safely and parents can get to work on time and grow their business. I will fix the street lights on every street so that no one will be scared when walking or driving in the night. I will make Ghana cleaner and greener. If you throw rubbish on the floor, you will sweep the street for a week. I will plant more trees so that we will get fresh air and a beautiful country. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah once said, "The future is in the hands of the youth, so we are the future." Even though I'm only 7 years old, I believe small hands can make big changes which can change a nation. Thank you, and may God bless our homeland Ghana. My code is YP68. Please vote for me because I have the confidence. Thank you.
So thank you for your message and your presentation this morning. You actually have a good plan for the country and for workers and for children. You did a nice job. You delivered very well. I was happy with your gestures and how you control the stage. That was very good of you. But I want to ask, all these things that you want to do, they said one day. Can you do all these things in one day? Do you understand? Uh-huh. So I think next time you should try and understand the topic, okay? And before you write or deliver something on it. But I know you did a good job. You did a good job. Well done.
Good morning, honorable judges, teachers, parents, my fellow contestants and friends. My name is Samuel Donko and I am 8 years old, a proud student of Juncha Montessori School. Today, I'm here to tell you what I can change if given the opportunity to become a president for one day. If given the opportunity to become a president for one day, there are so many things I would like to change. But for the sake of time, I'll focus on one, which is to end the cash and carry system for all emergencies in the health sector. The cash and carry system in the health sector requires patients to pay for medical services before they can access care. This system, as we all know, severely restricts the low-income and vulnerable population who cannot afford upfront payments in emergency cases, as well as people who are financially sound but are sent to healthcare facilities in an unconscious state. In most of these cases, family and friends lose loved ones, and sometimes these losses can affect quite a number of people. To achieve this, I would 1. Make it mandatory for all healthcare providers to attend to emergency cases upon arrival. 2. I will create a dedicated government fund that repays all hospitals for the initial cost of treating emergency patients. Respected judges, a lot of great lives have been lost under the cash and carry system. By changing the system, I believe a lot of lives will be saved. My code is YP57. Please and kindly vote for me. Thank you.
Hi, Samuel.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
Great. You were eloquent on stage. Okay. And I can see that there's so much improvement from your side. Now you are very confident. You can speak well. I like the way you're able to flow with your material. Okay. And it's more detailed. Okay.
Okay.
If I were the president, I'll make sure I take it up. Okay. Thank you very much for today's presentation. All right.
Good morning, honorable judges, teachers, parents, and my friends. My name is Isaac Insaki. Imagine if I woke up and I was sadly the president of Ghana today. Wow, I say wow again. Dream come true, my friends, but what will I do? Some may say one day is too short to make a change, but I know that one day is enough to start something amazing. If I were president of Ghana for one day, I will use my executive authority to initiate policy directives that will not require pre-parliamentary approval. I will make sure every child can dream big, laugh loud, and shine brightly. If I were president for one day, here's what I'll change. I'll change our schools, the environment where we learn. I'll make sure every child has enough books, pencils, access to technology, and teachers. Imagine classrooms where we paint, sing, do experiments, and play sports. Every child will enjoy school and not just discover their talent, but also explore their passion. In fact, I will introduce policies that will introduce critical thinking and creativity to transform lives. School will be so interesting that children will stop pretending to be scared so they can't come to school on Mondays. As we all know, we are the future leaders and must be well taken care of. I cannot forget the important role teachers play in the development of young people. I will change our environment. I'll clean our streets, playgrounds, rivers and lagoons. For example, the Peshi Lagoon. I will start a special day called Green Ghana Day, where children, parents, and leaders plant trees and pick up trash together. Honorable judges, teachers, parents, and fellow pupils, one day as a president is a good time to impact society, and I believe these changes will work. My code is YP56. Please vote for me. Thank you.
You presented your ideas very well. I like the part that you included your executive powers, because president as a person cannot achieve all that. So including the executive powers consists of those at the Jubilee House. Those there are all executive power and the authority. That was amazing and also very smart of you. Thank you very much, Isaac. And also, please, your movement on stage, okay, try to manage it well, okay? You did so well. You were so confident, and then you spoke very clearly, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Ground rising, everyone. Although a single day is short, but one day of true leadership can inspire change. My first priority, if I were president for one day, would be to dedicate my time in serving the people. This is because the real strength of every nation depends on its people. By making sure every citizen feel proud to live in a safe and just country. Secondly, I'll prioritize the education and health sectors. This is because every nation cannot progress without proper education and healthy citizens. Next, I will address the issue of corruption by setting up independent task force to ensure transparency as a step of restoring public trust. I will promote planting of trees and clean up cities to promote a greener and healthier environment. Finally, it is my dream to awaken hope, unity, and responsibility among every citizen. This is because real progress is not built by the president alone, it's built by the people as well. My name is Joshua Kwame Boama of Dream Child Montessori School. YP61 is my code. Please vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. It was a very well thought of plan, and I think I agree with you. But one thing that I would like to comment on is on your starting. You didn't start with a high energy, okay? So you didn't call us to listen to you from the first start. Yeah. So I would advise that on the subsequent ones, you start with a good energy, okay? Be more zealous on the stage, okay?
Okay.
Yes. And I also want to say that I've actually seen an improvement in your delivery and your pronunciation over the weeks. Okay, because I think today you did better than last 2 weeks, yes. So keep it up. Well done.
Good morning, distinguished guests, honorable judges, and fellow citizens. Most people see 24 hours as just another day on the calendar. But if I were given the opportunity to serve as president, I would see those 1,440 minutes as 1,440 opportunities to change a life. My name is Fatima Shisu Abdul Karim. I am a grade 4 student at Rising Child Academy. If I were given the opportunity to serve as president, there will be 1,000 things I'll do for my country. But I have to focus on 3 important things I can't ignore. First, I'll make girl child education free and compulsory. As Kofi Abrefa once said, if you educate a man, you educate an individual, but if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. When the girl is educated, she helps her family and the whole country. Second, I'll fix bad roads and broken ones. Accidents claim human lives every year. Good roads will make transportation safer. Third, I will treat children below 18 years and also make antenatal care free for pregnant women. If I were given the opportunity to become president, I will build a safer and better Ghana. Thank you.
Fatima, I was expecting more of you today. Okay. And though you were good on stage, you were able to come out with your presentation well. But the inconsistency in the presentation was not in proper follow-up. Okay. That is why there were so many hitches there. We're trying to, combine education, girl child education, bad roads, and then whatever maternity. Do you understand? So next time, try and restructure your presentation well so that you can deliver and flow according to it. And secondly, your energy on stage today was down. I was expecting more of you. Okay, but try and improve next time. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow Ghanaians, distinguished panel of judges, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kweku Setra Kotapel, and I am 12 years old. A lot can happen in a day. The sun sets and rises, tide shifts, and history can be made in a day. Today, I stand here as the president of our homeland, Ghana. I intend to plant seeds that will grow long after the sun sets on my presidency. Education is the heartbeat of national progress. No child will be denied the gift of education because of poverty, circumstances, or distance. I will make digital literacy a core part of Ghana's curriculum. Education, technology will not wait for us. We have to meet it running. I will also invest in vocational and technical education. Every district in Ghana will have a world-class technical and vocational center where the youth can be educated on potential skills. Ghana's dignity can also be built by hand. I am now shifting my focus to industrialization. Industrialization simply means processing what we grow. For too long, Ghana has been a country that exports raw materials and imports finished goods. We grow cocoa, but foreign companies profit more from our beans than our own farmers. This ends now. I will create a policy that states that no raw commodity will leave Ghana without adding value being added to it on Ghanaian soil, with Ghanaian hands, and in Ghanaian factories. Rapid industrialization will reduce inflation and create employment. Lastly, a Ghana that silences its women is a Ghana running on one leg. We have lost too many young, bright minds to early marriages and cultures that tell them that their ambitions are too loud. Here, we are saying their ambitions are not loud enough. Women entrepreneurs should be motivated. A woman entrepreneur who builds a business does not just employ herself, she lifts up her community. And men of Ghana, do not be afraid. Empowering women does not demolish you, it doubles us. A country that rises together rises further. Today, I am pointing Ghana to educated youth, industrialized communities, and a country where your gender does not determine the ceiling of your dreams. God bless Ghana and continue to make it great. Medasa.
So your speech had a clear message and you spoke very well. However, I'd advise that next time you focus on one policy, because as a leader, you have to supervise such policy to come to a reality, because you are supposed to change that thing in a day.
Yes, please.
If you are focusing on what did you say? What was your first one?
Education.
Education. You have to make sure that you are getting kids from the trees to the classroom. They are going to build a classroom and all that. It takes time and effort. Do you understand? It was amazing. It was excellent. But our advice that you focus on one policy, if given a day, so that you can be able to accomplish it. And also, as a speaker, I would advise that you use gestures, hand gestures. Your eye contact was on point, but gestures, I did not feel it so much. So please work on that, okay? Yes. Thank you very much.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, parents, and my fellow pupils. My name is Mama Amasawatufo, and today, if I were president for one day, I'll declare war, not against people, but against the destruction of our land. I will fight against illegal mining, also known as galamsey. Today, our beautiful rivers like River Pra or River Cobra are no longer clear and life-giving. They are brown, polluted, and poisoned. Forest reserves that once stood tall and green are now empty lands full of pits. Farmers cry because their crops cannot grow. Children drink unsafe water. Fishes are dying. Our future is slowly being washed away into muddy water. If I were a president for one day, I will take bold and fearless actions. Firstly, I will declare a national environmental emergency and immediately stop all illegal mining activities and across the country. No excuses, no delays. Second, I will introduce drone surveillances over all forests and major rivers. These drones will fly day and night, watching and recording movements. The live feed will be shown to Ghanaians. The live feed will be shown online to all Ghanaians to see. No hiding, no secret deals, total transparency. Anyone caught destroying our land would face the law. Third, the law will punish not only the small miners, but the powerful sponsors behind them, whether rich or poor, leader or labor. Anyone caught destroying Ghana will face the law. Fourth, I will create an alternative jobs for the youth in mining communities, in farming, technology, and skill learning. We will replace illegal mining with legal opportunities. We must give hope instead of hardship. Ghana is called Gold Coast, but our true gold is not in the ground. It's in our forest reserves, rivers, and in our people. If we destroy the land today, we are stealing from tomorrow. In conclusion, if I were president for one day, I would protect every drop of water as if it were my blood. I would defend every tree as if it were my home. Because leadership is not about power, it is our responsibility. And Ghana needs leaders who stand up, speak up, and act boldly. Thank you.
I think you did a good job, better than the last time you were on stage. Yes, you actually like the fact that you used enough gestures in your presentation. That's what we are trying to encourage. And you were eloquent and vocal. That's one thing that I commend you for. And I like the fact that given the timeline, you were given 24 hours and you decided to pick one problem to tackle. I think that's more feasible as compared to wanting to fix education, wanting to fix street lights and so many things. I like the fact that you concentrated on one, and I think that's more practical. And the very last thing that I would like to add to my comment is I would have loved it more if you were more patient on stage, because it seems like you were rushing with your words. Next time, calm down, own the stage. Tell us what is on your mind, okay? Don't rush and read through for us to hear. But I know you did a great work. Well done.
Picture this, the sun rises and for 24 hours, I am no longer a child, but the voice of an entire nation. The weight of every dream, every hope, and every struggle rests on my shoulders. The country becomes my responsibility. The flags are flying high, the cameras are watching, and millions of people are depending on me for hope. Good morning, panel of judges, fellow contestants, and dear audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Achade Kwabena Ikwamwa. My nominee code is Y3. If I had the chance to become president for just one day, I would waste not a single second. My first decree would be modern classrooms for all. I would focus more on children and education because children are the future of our country. These classrooms I'll put them in will have comfortable desks, ultra-modern computers, and science labs. I believe that no child in Ghana should study under a tree or cold floors. Moving on, Ghanaian cocoa is known around the world for its rich taste and high quality. Yet many times we sell them in their raw forms and other countries make big profits in turning them to chocolates. If I had one day being president, I would invest in factories to produce our own chocolate and cocoa products. That way, I would promote made in Ghana, in Africa and beyond. Instead of exporting beans, I would export finished products so that the country earns more, creates more jobs, and we become even prouder of our cocoa. In conclusion, being president is not only about power, but about purpose and change. Thank you.
I like your policies and your your content when you are a president. Within a day, your policies and your information that you are bringing about, I don't know how feasible it will be within a day, how you're going to implement all that. But if it will be, then it's a great job. Okay. Modern education will be a very good thing without staying outside, working under a tree or teaching under a tree. Okay. So I would want to know, next time I would want to know how are you going to implement that? Okay. What are some of the objectives you're going to use to implement that thing? You understand? I like the way you're able to flow with your presentation. Okay. And I like the confidence level of you today. Okay. Keep it up.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Betty Sena Kwetuadu, a year 4 student of Harvest Christian Academy, and I'm here to talk about what I would change if given the chance to be president of Ghana for a day. My fellow Ghanaians, if I were given the honor to serve as the President of the Republic of Ghana for a day, I would dedicate that day to 3 pillars that can transform our nation: education, healthcare, and youth empowerment. First, I will strengthen education. Every child deserves access to quality learning, no matter where they live. I will launch a nationwide digital learning initiative, ensuring schools, especially in rural areas, have access to solar-powered computer labs and free online resources. Knowledge is the foundation of progress, and when our children are educated, our future is secure. Secondly, I would improve healthcare. Too many families struggle to access basic medical care. And I would expand mobile health clinics to reach remote communities and subsidize essential medicines for those most in need. A healthy nation is a strong nation, and no Ghanaian should be left behind when it comes to health. Thirdly, I would focus on youth empowerment. Ghana's young people are creative, ambitious, and ready to lead. I would establish a youth innovation fund to support startups and create internship programs linking universities with industries. My fellow citizens, one day may not be enough to solve all challenges, but it is enough to inspire change. If we commit to education, healthcare, and youth empowerment, Ghana would rise stronger than ever. Together, we can build a nation that shines as a beacon of hope and progress. My code is YP84. Please vote for me. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Teresa Babamina Yesa, a proud student of Mary Mother of Good Counsel School, and my code is YP82. Today, I'm here to speak on the topic, if given the opportunity to be a president for one day, what would you change? There are many things needing attention, but the following is what I would like to change. Number 1, education. This is essential for the development of every nation. I would like to make our public schools, also known as SAITO, better. I will do this by providing all the necessary learning materials, such as textbooks, exercise books, pens and pencils, and other learning materials. I will also make sure that schools under trees will be no more, and no child will have to sit or lie on the floor to learn in school. I can also provide computers and ICT labs. This will serve as the foundation for technology advancements in the very near future for all the students. I believe this will narrow the gap or level opportunity for every Ghanaian child. Number 2, environment. I will implement the development of more parks. Why? Because parks produce clean air, shade, and help fight climate change. Families can go to parks to have picnics, exercise, and children can play, improving the health of everyone. Keeping the environment is the responsibility of everyone. A clean environment prevents common illnesses and diseases. Anyone found doing otherwise will be made to face sanctions. Number 3, security and safety. In every secure environment, there is peace and development. I will provide modern equipment to all the security services to help keep life and property of the citizens safe. Further, I will make provision for the construction of proper roads which have street lights which work, preventing road accidents which lead to deaths and injuries. With all the above successfully implemented, I believe I will be one of the best presidents, if not the best. Once again, my name is Teresa Baba Minayesa, and my code is YP82, your best president ever. Thank you.
Wow, Teresa, thank you for that presentation. Personally, I'm impressed compared to last week. Okay, you did better than you did the last time you were on stage, and I'll urge you to keep it up. You did a very good job. You were eloquent, you were fluent, you were more audible than the last time. And in all, I think you did a good job, and keep it up.
Good morning, distinguished judges, respected teachers, invited guests, and my fellow students. My name is Brielle Bernard Andrews, and my code is YP51. If I were president for one day, I would do something that would make social media explode. I would turn off the internet. Or in better words, I would shut down the internet access all across the nation. Yes, no Wi-Fi, no data, no endless scrolling. For 24 hours, silence. Some people would panic. Teenagers would look at their phones like lost puppies. Adults would refresh their apps again and again as if the internet would magically come back. Spoiler, it won't, because I turned it off. And I did it for a reason. Let me tell you a story. One day at home, our Wi-Fi suddenly stopped working. And at first, I was annoyed. But then something unexpected happened. My family started talking. Real talking. Not, okay, while scrolling on your phone. Actual conversations. My parents shared stories about when they were my age, and my siblings shared stories about school. We even argued about who was the better cook. I still say it's me. We laughed. And at that moment, no one was looking at a screen. We were looking at each other. This simple day taught me something special. Technology is useful, but human connection is priceless. If one small Wi-Fi problem could bring my family closer, imagine what a whole day without the internet would do for a nation. There's a famous quote by Albert Einstein. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Now, I'm not saying that technology is bad. I love technology. I use it to learn. I use it to communicate. I even use it to watch funny cat videos. Don't judge me. But I also see problems. Friends sitting together but texting other people. Children playing on tablets but forgetting how to play outside. We are connected to the world, but disconnected from the people right next to us. And yes, some people would complain. They would say, this is the worst idea ever. But let me remind you, when something is making us uncomfortable, it might just be because it's making us think. So if I were president for one day, I would turn off the internet. Not to hurt anyone, not to punish anyone, but for us to remember this. Phones are smart, but we are smarter. Wi-Fi connection is strong, but real relationships are stronger. Memes are funny, but real laughter is better. There's another truth. A strong nation is not built by fast internet connection. It is built by strong relationships. It is built by human connection. Thank you.
Good day, respected judges, ladies and gentlemen. Edwinka Kafi Michelle is my name. I'm 12 years of age. Today, I'm here to talk about what I would change if given the opportunity to become the president for one day. From President Nelson Mandela, education is the key of unlocking a golden door of freedom. I would promotize education. First, I would introduce myself and introduce policy to remove unsafe school buildings. I would provide a safe school for learners. Secondly, I will build a vocational and technical school for students who doesn't have the ability to learn some subjects like French, etc., but has the ability to sew, cook, etc. To draw the curtains down, I would provide every student with laptops and tablets, which will help them in their researches and projects. Once again, Edinka Kafi Misha is my name. Thank you.
Imagine a world where every child has access to quality education, where every sick person receives timely medical care, and every individual has a fair shot of economic prosperity. A world where the air is clean, the ocean is thriving, and our planet is on a path to sustainability. This isn't a utopian dream, it's an achievable reality. And my name is Crystal Brains Eso. If I were given the opportunity to become a president for a day, I'd ignite a revolution of change, tackling the biggest problems facing our world and the nation. If I were the president for a day, I'd prioritize initiatives that will benefit the most vulnerable population and promote sustainable development. Free education and healthcare would be at the top of my agenda, ensuring that every individual receives quality service regardless the income. I'd also invest in renewable energy and eco-friendly practices to combat climate change and protect our planet. Food security is another key area where I'd focus on reducing waste, supporting local farmers, and providing nutritious foods for all. Economic empowerment through job creation, small business support, and training programs would foster growth and equality. Lastly, I also foster global cooperation by tackling pressing issues like poverty and pandemic. These changes will not only implement the lives of my people, but they will significantly change the planet's future. Thank you.
Thank you for that presentation. I'm actually impressed again with you because I think you're also getting better as the weeks go by. And today you gave us a very good presentation. You were eloquent, you were vocal, and you were confident on stage. I like that. And your gestures were on point too. However, in as much as we want you to be bold and eloquent and everything on stage, we are actually also listening to what you are presenting to us. Okay, you have a very good plan and you have good and great ideas for the country, but again, you are supposed to do all this in a day. Okay, because if you bring about one policy about education, before you are even done with that, what time will you get to travel? Let's say you are meeting the minister at another place. In that same day, you travel and go and talk about something else. It's not practical. So in as much as we want you to be confident and to be able to stand and talk in front of people, the people will listen to what you are actually telling them to, okay? So next time when you are coming on stage, pay attention to the content of what you are coming to present to us. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dotmo Emanuela with YP67 as my nominee code. I urge you all to kindly vote for me. Today, I'm here to talk about something I would change if I were given the opportunity to become president for one day. Framing the future, a click at a time. Imagine Ghana's classrooms transform into a hub of innovation where every student has access to the world's knowledge and opportunities. As a president for a day, I'd spark that change. Firstly, being president for one day isn't enough, but I believe that small sparks ignite big flames. In this case, getting Wi-Fi in 100 schools could ignite a broader change in Ghana's education system. By launching a national emergency task force to get Wi-Fi in 100 schools would be a tangible, visible move. I'd partner with NGOs, telecoms, and tech companies to make it happen fast. The symbolic switch on would create a buzz and spotlight the importance of digital access in education. Also, my goal is to empower education in the sense that Wi-Fi is provided to students so that they can practice what they are being taught in school. For instance, in social studies lessons, students are taught how to care for their environment. So when Wi-Fi is provided to them, they can create educational content to inform others on how to care for their environment. With this, we are not raising learned people, but future leaders and game changers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I stand before you today, I am Nana Adio Akwaglu, very honored to share my vision for change. If I were president for one day, I will focus on initiatives that will impact the daily lives of Ghanaians. I will also create a market linkage between farmers to reduce the price of their products, since in Ghana, the price of foodstuffs is very high. For example, the price of tomato is increasing. Now, a tomato is sold for 4 cedis. Meanwhile, in Ghana, we have young people who know how to do the farming, but they don't get employed. So I will increase employment of young people and encouraging them to be farmers. I will also prevent the over-exporting of foodstuffs in Ghana. I also create stores and storage rooms for foodstuffs that are cultivated in Ghana. Foodstuffs must be over-cultivated, just in case that in the future there will be famine. Even though I am young, I have a broader mind. We the young ones must express ourselves. With all these points raised, I hope that food security will be increased in Ghana. And until then, I'm still with the nominee code YP73 and vote for me to get more juicy representations. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Gifty Ano and I'm YP79. I'm here to tell you what I can change if I were given the opportunity to become a president for one day. If I were president for one day, 24 hours, I'll make that day count. Not with speeches, not with ceremonies, but with action. I'll stand before the nation and ask a question. What country do we want to become? A nation divided by difference or united by purpose? On that day, I'll declare a national day of service. Imagine millions of people stepping outside their homes, not to argue, not to complain, but to clean, to help, to build, to mentor. Imagine the headlines, a country working together. Wouldn't that be something worth talking about? I will invest every hour into empowering the young people. Because when you ignite the dreams of the youth, you light up the future of a nation. And before midnight, I will remind every citizen of this simple truth. The power of a country does not sit in one office. It lies in its people. If I were a president for one day, I will use that day to awaken belief. Because when people believe they matter, they rise. And when a country rises together, nothing can stop it. Thank you.
How are you doing today?
It's great.
All right. So that was a very nice and simple presentation. And I think the audience can attest to the fact that you did well. Yes, so I don't have much to say, but I just have to commend and congratulate you on your improvement so far. And I hope you keep it up. Hope to see you next week.
I go by the name Muhammad Khalid and I'm 12 years of age with the code YP71. Have you ever wondered what a single day of boldly leadership could do to transform lives if you were a president for just 24 hours? I will focus on policies that will improve the lives of families and children. I would improve educational systems in Ghana. I would make sure every school, especially in villages and rural areas, with emphasis to school under classrooms, under trees, have suitable classrooms, enough teachers, desks and books. I would make school feeding program better that children can learn well without being hungry. I would improve healthcare. I would make sure hospitals and clinics are well equipped and that medicines are available. Pregnant women, children and elderly would receive good care without long delays. This will help curb the no-birth syndrome, which has a devastating effect on the long run. I would focus on sanitation and cleanliness. I would encourage citizens to stop pollution and practice proper waste disposal. Clean environment helps reduce diseases like malaria and cholera. I would promote discipline and unity among Ghanaians. I would remind them that Ghana belongs to all of us and that we must respect one another, obey the law, work hard to make our country better. Even though I'll be the president for just one day, I believe that this action can inspire positive change to the future of Ghana. I ask for your votes, not just for me, but for the vision we can build together. God bless Ghana. Thank you.
You did well. You are improving, okay? There's one thing that you need to observe. The energy you start with your presentation was low today, okay? Next time, try and improve on that. Again, the eye contact, okay? I was just observing you. You need to make sure you keep your eye or maintain the eye contact such that people are following you. Do you understand? Well done. Thank you very much.
Hello, wonderful people of Ghana. My name is Manya Michelle and I'm YP75. Please vote for me. Today, I'm not just here to present on a speech, but I'm here with a vision that will make great contribution to the transformation of our world. Imagine if I were given the opportunity to become the president of our nation, Ghana, for just a day. I won't see it as just 24 hours, but I'll see it as a moment of great change. I will have multitudes of ideas and dreams that could transform our world. I could make transportation better, making daily commutes faster, safer, and easier. Or I could dedicate myself to ending hunger. No child should ever go to bed on an empty stomach. I could also champion youth empowerment, giving every young person the platform to lead. But listen, my presentation limits me to one single day to act, so I have to choose wisely. Just 2 ideas will do. First of all, I will champion youth empowerment, giving every young person the platform to lead. Isn't it true that the future belongs to the youth? Isn't it true that they will be the ones to shape our future if we give them a chance to? Some university graduates are still at home, waiting for companies to call them. Next, I will lead a national hunger relief drive. It is very unfair that hunger still touches many lives, sending them to their earliest graves. Will you stand up for our youth? Let us all come together, making a difference one day at a time. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kylie Oklujaba, a 9-year-old and a proud pupil of Ebenezer Baptist Christian School. Education is relevant for human development. If I get the opportunity to become a president for a day, I will ensure there are reforms in our educational system. Our current educational system prepares students for jobs as employees. But I must emphasize that a good education should prepare students to create jobs, own businesses, and to ease the unemployment pressure on government. Good education delivery requires talent identification right from childhood, skills development, and nurturing. Good education must comprise of the head, heart, and hand. This will be my cardinal priority if I happen to be a president for a day. Thank you.
Good day, fellow Ghanaians and beyond. I go by the name Menone Praise. I am 13 years old from Agbozume in the Volta region of Ghana. I am YP74, a proud, passionate, and dedicated student of Joy International School and a candidate of the Young Public Speaker Season 7 program. As we are gathered here today, I'll be sharing with you one major thing I'll change if given the opportunity to be the president for one day, which is education. Education is an important fact in our life, yet so fragile. Most of our young youth and children don't go to school because their parents can't afford it. If these people will be our future leaders, why not help them when we still can? I will do 3 things in one day. Number 1, volunteering for tutoring sections. Tutoring sections will help the children stay in touch with school. I will employ facilitators to teach the children at home because they can't go to school. Secondly, offering learning supplies. Offering learning supplies is an immediate way of allowing a child to stay in school. In most regions, parents can't afford these basic needs for their children. But I will provide this for their children to allow their parents to not worry about buying these simple stuff. Lastly, I will organize a scholarship exam program. So I would open a program called a scholarship exam program. They will write exams that will take them into schools and give them opportunities to travel across the world to enhance their education. I hope all my points has encouraged you to help me build our future in a better way. Thank you.
My name is Mamia Bena Adomakoto. My code is YP64. There's an old African proverb that says the palm tree doesn't grow in a day, but the seed of its greatness is sown in a single moment. Today, you have given me that single moment. You have asked me what I would do if I were to be president of Ghana for just 24 hours. Some may say one day is too short to change a nation, but I stand here to say one day is enough to plant a seed. And seeds, when planted well, grow into forests. If entrusted as president for one day, my mission would be clear: to turn I wish into I can for every Ghanaian child. My first action: education without limits. By 8 a.m., my first executive order will be signed. The No Child Left Offline initiative. In the words of the great Nelson Mandela, who wisely said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." But in today's world, education without technology is like a bird without wings. How can you fly? I would direct that solar-powered internet hubs be equipped in every rural school in Ghana. I want the girl in the village in the Upper West region to compete with a boy from London or Tokyo. Because if talent is everywhere, opportunity must be universal too. My second action: raising leaders of integrity. By noon, I would have signed my second policy, the Young Leaders of Integrity Initiative. Because nations do not collapse because of a lack of resources. Nations collapse because of a lack of value. Corruption doesn't begin in parliament. It begins when we cheat in exams, when we lie and call it smartness. If we want a better Ghana tomorrow, we must raise better leaders today. As Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah once declared, the future of Ghana lays in the hands of the youth. This policy will bring the youth together from different regions to meet and present real solutions to national challenges. Because leadership isn't about age. Leadership is about action. And I would want every Ghanaian child to believe that I'm not too young to lead. My third action: health and human dignity. As the sun begins to set, I would focus on protecting the most valuable gift of all: health. I would sign a presidential guarantee ensuring that no child is turned away from a hospital because of a lack of funds. Because when a child is sick, politics does not matter. Debates do not matter. Only life matters. As our elders wisely say, a man who is healthy has 1,000 dreams, but a man who is sick has only one. I would want every Ghanaian child to have 1,000 dreams, because leadership isn't about being powerful. Leadership is about being protective. When my 24 hours are over, people may ask, what did she really change? I would answer, I changed mindsets. I planted seeds. I proved that leadership is service. You do not need a title to lead or a suit to serve. You do not need to be older to be impactful. I may be 11 years old today, but as the proverb says, a small spark can ignite a great fire. Let my one day as president be that spark. A spark of innovation, a spark of integrity, a spark of hope, and a spark of unity. I am Mamia Bernardo Makoto. Don't settle for the rest. YP64 is the best. Thank you.
Presido. Okay, so you did not talk about 3 policies. You talked about 1. So let me correct you. You changed the mindset. That's your policy. Yes. So you talked about 1 policy. Okay. So I wanted to correct you on that. Your voice was very clear, message meaningful. Keep it up. Okay, Presido.
Good day, fellow citizens of Ghana. My name is Samantha and I am YP76. If I were given the opportunity to become president for just one day, I would not see it as just 24 hours of power. I would see it as 24 hours of responsibility to the dreams of millions of Ghanaians. The market women who wake before dawn, the farmers who feed our nation, the youth searching for jobs, and the students who believe that tomorrow can be better than today. Our forefathers, led by great visionaries like Kwame Nkrumah, fought for independence with one belief, that the black man is capable of managing his own affairs with dignity and excellence. If I had one day as president, my mission would be to prove that vision right again through action, integrity, and bold leadership. On my first hour in office, I will take a stand against corruption, not with speeches but with decisions. Because corruption is not just a political issue, it is the reason a hospital lacks medicine, a school lacks books, and a young graduate is left without opportunity. I would open government spending to the people and make accountability the new standard of leadership. Second, I would declare a national mission for jobs and opportunities. The strength of Ghana is not in our gold, oil, or cocoa alone. It is in our people. I would launch immediate policies to support youth employment, entrepreneurship, and skills development so that no young Ghanaian feels that their only future lies outside our borders. Third, I would restore hope in our public services. A nation cannot rise when education is struggling and healthcare is out of reach. Even in one day, I would begin bold reforms to strengthen our schools, empower our teachers, and ensure that every Ghanaian receives quality healthcare with dignity. But beyond policies, the greatest change I would bring in that one day is the spirit of leadership. Leadership in Ghana must be honest, humble, and fearless. Leadership must serve the people, not itself. My fellow citizens, a day may seem small in time, but a single day of courageous leadership can awaken a nation. If I were given one day to become president, I would use that day to remind every Ghanaian citizen of who we truly are: a proud people, a resilient nation, and a country destined for greatness. And when that day ends, my hope is to see every citizen stand up and say, Ghana deserves leadership like this every day. Thank you, and may God bless our nation.
Hello, respected judges, teachers, and fellow contestants. My name is Brenda Oyara Lavoy, and today I am here to tell you if I was given the opportunity to be a president for one day, what I would change. As an 8-year-old president, here are some things I can change. For kids and schools, I can make schools more fun. I can make healthy, delicious, and tasty lunch for kids. For the environment, I can plant more trees to keep the air clean for everyone. I will make sure that people who don't have a safe place to live will have a safe place to live. My code is YP58. Thank you.
Well done. Okay, that was very concise, and I like the confidence on stage. Even though you were not smiling, but I could detect that, yeah, there's some sort of light from you. Okay, trying to be bold on stage, because as a child like you, when you have the confidence to come and stand on the stage and deliver a speech, that is wonderful. Okay, I like the content, even though it was brief. Okay, next time I'm expecting more. I'm yearning for more. Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is Mercedes, and I'm YP66. I'm here to talk about some things I would change when given the opportunity to become a president for one day. If I had to pick one thing, I would make education and healthcare free and accessible to everyone in Ghana. Imagine being able to learn and stay healthy without worrying about any cost. Firstly, I'll use my first 12 hours to focus on education. I will provide schools with tech like tablets or laptops for students to have access to digital resources and learn coding from early on. I will also update the content of critical thinking, problem solving, and entrepreneurship. I will promote students to perform extracurricular activities and allow students to connect with successful graduates for mentorship. Secondly, I'll use my last 12 hours to promote healthcare. I will make health facilities in Ghana become more and allow the health population in Ghana to increase, and make sure health workers are well paid to improve the health of people in Ghana. To conclude, if choosing education and healthcare is a strategic decision, because it will make a sustainable environment for all. Thank you.
While I was going home to rest, he was working. While I was thinking about my assignments, he was thinking about survival. Then I walked up to him and asked, "Why are you not in school?" He said, "If I don't work, we won't eat. That boy should be dreaming of becoming a doctor, a nurse, an engineer, a journalist, or even a president. That night, my heart became heavy, and I asked myself, what if, just for one day, I become the president of Ghana? If I become the president of Ghana for one day, I'll not begin in the comfortable office. I'll begin in the streets, in the villages, in the classrooms. Because, as we say in Ghana, "Nubunyem badira bontinho," meaning one hand cannot lift a heavy load. Government alone cannot build Ghana. We must build it together. If I become the president of Ghana for one day, I will strengthen education so no child exchanges books for burden. But I will also look beyond classroom walls because students are not failing in their exams. They are fighting battles we cannot see. Some are smiling in public but breaking in private. Some are called lazy in reality but exhausted for carrying pain alone. Anxiety, depression, fear of disappointing their families, fear of the future, and in the country where we say, be strong, many are suffering from silence. Strength is not silence, strength is speaking. Strength is seeking help, and strength is healing. If I become the president of Ghana for one day, I'll make counseling normal, not shameful. I'll make mental health support available, not unreachable, because a nation cannot rise while its people are fighting darkness alone, and we are the potentials to be developed, and I'll choose integrity over comfort. Corruption steals from the poor, and leadership is not about being served, it is about serving. Fellow Ghanaians, this is the land of our birth, the land of peace and strength. The black star does not shine for itself, it shines to light the path of Africa. If I become the president of Ghana for one day, I'll plant seeds of hope, because whether I become the president or not, I will not wait to lead Ghana, because Ghana does not need one-day presidents. Ghana needs everyday citizens who care. That boy selling sachet water by the roadside is not just one child. He represents thousands, and if we ignore them, we dim the future of Ghana. Long live Ghana, long live our shared responsibility. Thank you.
Have you ever felt a day where free healthcare is very, very common? Today, I come with a vision whereby each child, each parent, each orphan can get free healthcare no matter their income or situation. I'm Haman Richard from Jara International School, grade 8 Onyx. Today, I'm here to talk about what I can do as a president for one day. Ghana is such an amazing country, has a lot of problems, but today I'll be talking about only one problem, which is diseases and healthcare. Healthcare is the key. Without health, people die. When people die, we can't make Ghana a correct nation. Today, Ghana must become a proud nation because of me. With the help of free healthcare, children will not suffer from diseases which might make their parents or their guardians lose a lot of money. To conclude, as I said, my name is Hammond Richard. Please vote for me with the code YP80.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Essay Ogne Vincent Tubi. And if I were given the opportunity to become a president for one day, I will focus on improving the lives of the people. First, I would take strong actions against corruption to ensure that public money is used for the benefit of everyone. I will also emphasize on education and healthcare, because a country can only grow when its people are educated and healthy. In addition, I would support job creation, especially for young people, by encouraging small businesses and entrepreneurship. Even though one day is a short time, I will use it to start positive changes that bring fairness, opportunity, and better futures for all. My code is YP59. Please vote for me. Thank you.
It's not easy standing here to tell us what you would do in a day as a president. Okay, it's not easy to come up with an idea. Are you able to come up with an idea? Also, I would advise that you continue. I could see improvements in you. Okay, you have really improved very much. And I'll continue to encourage you to keep practicing, okay? and then you will improve on your confidence. Okay, keep it up.
I believe leadership is not only about sitting in the office and giving commands to people to perform, but it's also about taking meaningful decisions and initiatives. I, Anderson Alvin, if given the opportunity to become a president for just a day, will prioritize initiatives that will uplift and empower Ghanaians. One, access to information is key, so I would make internet free for all. Imagine a situation where students research assignments without worrying about the cost of data. Citizens staying informed on governance issues. Two, sustainability of the country matters, so I would push eco-friendly initiatives, renewable energy adoption, waste management systems that will help make Ghana a cleaner and healthier place. Education needs an upgrade. Quality education should be accessible and equip students with skills of today. Lastly, I will visit orphanages and donate books, gadgets for research purposes. Donate money for them to take care of the children. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kasha J.C. Mahama, and I am 8 years of age. And my code is YPS50. If I had the opportunity to become a president for one day, what will I change? I will start by improving roads and Ghana's education. Firstly, I will start by changing highways, causing lesser accidents. Secondly, I will improve Ghana's education by sell more books, and I'll build a library so that it can help children read bigger words and become healthy. Thirdly, I will start off by improving Ghana's health so that Ghana can be healthy by selling medicines, all those stuff, so that it can cause lesser leading to death and leading to sickness. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow learners and judges, I'm Dosara from Fafali. I'm YP78 and I'm a student from Jara International School. I'm here to tell you about what I would change if I were to be the president of Ghana. If I were to be the president of Ghana, I would have countless ideas, like ensuring that every child has access to quality education, construct new facilities, and also dedicate myself to the protection of the environment. Being the president of Ghana is not an easy task, but the situation here is one day in office. Then if one day in office is very short, why don't I go for only 2 ideas that will last for a short period of time in the country? First of all, I will declare my day in office as a national service holiday. This will be a holiday for everyone in the country, including students. I will spend the morning by organizing a national cleanup exercise to clean some dirty parts of the country. Lastly, I will spend the afternoon and evening by asking a few citizens about the problems they are facing and finding the best solutions that will be able to catch up with my time in office. Good governance is not only about spending money on the people, but also listening to the views of the citizens so that they will not feel unwanted when it comes to the development of the country. Once again, I'm Dosara from Fafali. I'm YP78 and I'm a student from Jara International School. Thank you.
Honorable judges, distinguished judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Leadership is not about occupying high offices. It is about making meaningful decisions that will improve the lives of people. Every nation depends on the vision and the action of its leaders to move forward. Today, I stand before you to tell you what I will do to improve, what I will do if given the opportunity to become the president in Ghana for one day. First, I will focus on education. Education is the backbone of every successful nation. I will provide textbooks, school libraries, science laboratories, and computers to all public schools around the world. Teachers will be motivated through better working conditions because when teachers are empowered, students succeed. I will also introduce more practical and vocational programs which will help graduate students so that they can prepare for the job market. I will prioritize environmental cleanliness and sanitation. Clean surroundings prevent diseases and promote a healthy society. I would, I would, I would, I would, I would educate people on proper waste disposal, recycling initiatives, and make the world a better place. Lastly, I will address the issue of unemployment, especially among the youth. Many young people are talented but lack the opportunities to showcase them. I will establish a national training program that will help young people showcase their talents all around the world. I will also provide financial support and mentorship so that they can start a small business to support themselves. Even though one day may be short, it is enough to make powerful changes that can shape a brighter future for all Ghanaians. Thank you.
But you started so well. I like the intro. It was on point. I like your confidence on stage. It was impressive. The way you were able to command the words here and there. It make your audience enjoy what you are saying. My only issue I have with you is you showed gestures when you forgot something. You're not supposed to show any facial gesture or facial expression. Don't show anything. You just quickly skip to the next paragraph. Nobody will know, okay? But indeed, one day is too short for all that, okay? Impressive. Keep it up.